SeatGeek, tickets, sporting events, SeatGeek, concerts, awesome deals, view from seat, SeatGeek, save money, first purchase, my code, SeatGeek, my code, SeatGeek. In what has turned into an unremarkable season for the Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker provided a big shot in the arm with a historic performance against the Boston Celtics on the hallowed parquet floor. It wasn't quite like the triple overtime thriller the Suns treated us to in the original Garden back in the '76 finals, but a highlight nonetheless. Looking at the historical context, Booker became the fourth player since the 63-64 season to score at least 70 points in a game, and interestingly, 2 of those games were losses for that player. On the last day of their respective seasons, David Thompson was competing with George Gervin for the scoring title when he went for 73, and David Robinson was also gunning for the scoring title over Shaquille O'Neal. What was more remarkable looking at the box score was that Booker didn't even hit an incredibly high percentage of his shots from the floor. What does stand out is his 26 free throw attempts and the fact that he is the youngest player by 3 years to score 70 in a game. Let's not forget, to start the season, I did a video on Devin Booker predicting he'd be an all-star. This season ended up being pretty good for him, and as the team improves, that prediction just might come true. With that many free throws attempted, it makes sense his first points came from the line. This is a simple pin down, good shot fake to attack the closeout. He spins Jaylen Brown around, a big no-no for Brown, getting him in the air and creating the contact. I've always liked Booker's floater game, and his simple reversal gives him all kinds of space to attack. I like the high crossover, but Brown does a nice job to ride in towards the baseline. Good contest, even better finish with a high arcing runner softly off the glass. In transition, this might have looked like a travel, but the gather step seems to confuse a lot of people. Notice how the ball is still in one hand and the dribble hasn't officially ended yet. Now, as he begins his legal 1-2 off the right foot, he ends his dribble by gathering the ball with both hands. Jaylen Brown gets his hand in the cookie jar, 2 more free throws. You might not have noticed, but this game was an embarrassment for the Suns by the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. And their inept offense explains why they just got on the Booker horse and rode it till they found water. With 3 defenders surrounding him on a double ball screen, he crosses over Marcus Smart, Zeller doesn't step over, and it's a nifty lefty floater over the front of the rim. Jared Dudley misses the streaking Booker out ahead of the field, but finds him on the quick release spot up in Olynyk's face for his first 3-ball. With 10 points in the middle of the second quarter, nothing indicated this night would be historic. Down 20, the Suns push the ball for a wide open pull-up, and this is an easy triple from the left wing. More open court action as Booker attacks Gerald Green. Watch how he slows up to take his time, then uses another high crossover to explode towards the baseline, uses his shoulder to get separation, and the quick release floater over Horford off the glass. Nice. Here's the first possession where the Celtics defense really made him work. This is motion weak with a nice wrinkle to curl Booker around a double staggered baseline screen. A simple rip through gets the blow by of Green, the Celtics riding along the baseline where we get some fancy dribbling through the legs, but it forced a switch of Amir Johnson onto him. Everyone spreads out to let him ISO the mismatch, and a lateral crossover doesn't get any separation. Good contest, but Booker was on a roll. I like the quick hitter as he curls around the Len pin down, then flows into a ball screen. Great footwork with the inside foot 1-2. Notice how he floats towards the baseline for a little extra room, uses the backboard to make this difficult shot easier, and the and one. By halftime, Booker had 19 points in 20 minutes. Not earth-shattering, but certainly on his way to a special night. On the break, they catch Jaylen Brown sleeping. I love this hop into a rip-through attack on the catch. Horford can't keep up, and the beauty of an inside hand floater with the foul. Check the footwork, off both feet, right, left in rhythm for maximum power and balance. To take advantage of the height difference over Marcus Smart, they isolate Booker at the free throw line. Shades of Paul Pierce back in his heyday. Smart isn't so smart by getting his hand in the cookie jar, more free throws. Here's basic motion weak when the guard's shallow cuts to the left wing to receive the pass. What would have been flex action down low morphs into a pick and roll, and eventually Booker imposes his will on this nice jump hook over 3 defenders plus the foul. Wow. Because of all the fouls drawn, the Suns were in the bonus early, so this non-shooting foul on Amir Johnson gave Booker 2 free throws. Zipper fist out of the sideline out of bounds play gets Zeller on him, and the blocking foul gives him 2 more free throws. On this pick and roll, Smart is kind of dumb to go under the ball screen and has an easy look at the top of the key 3. Splash. Remember, very little peril for the Celtics with such a big lead, so they have no problem going for the block and putting Booker on the line in transition. Again, attacking the smaller Smart in the post, who won't bite on the pump fakes, so he just shoots it over him. Tough shot to do it from a standstill like this. After getting lit up on several possessions, Smart wanted no part of Booker in the open court, gift wrapping this layup. At the end of the third, watch how Dudley alters his ball screen from an inside screen to a step-up screen. Brown gets hung up and Olynyk has to backpedal furiously. Watch how he crosses over to his left. This is the better shot for righties to use the left hand to pick it up off the dribble and bring it to the shooting hand. Rozier had the double whammy, throwing it away at midcourt, then the ticky-tack touch foul for the and one. Up to 45 points, but this game is still a blowout, so the Celtics have less motivation to stop it. Booker gets a double staggered ball screen, Rozier steps up to stop his progress, but Booker just elevates over him for an easy 10-footer. Again, watch Dudley flip his screen to catch Brown in his trap. Jerebko turns and runs, but Booker has mastered the art of initiating the contact and finishing softly. Here's where it gets crazy to ponder. Booker has 50 points with 6:24 to go in the game, and he's going to get 20 more. I love how comfortable Booker is in the mid-range. Left-handed drive under control, pump fake to get Brown in the air, then the little fadeaway made easier by using the glass. Perfect. Dudley again forces the switch with this ball screen, and this turned into a Drew League isolation. The whole building watches Jerebko try and defend him, but ends up fouling. Here's a nifty little play. Low post entry to Dudley into a curl by Booker around the big man for the backdoor cut. Zeller is snoozing and Booker is cruising. With the game clearly over, it was time to do a little YOLO and see how many points he could get. So why not hop into a 32-foot bomb from the top? A simple high pick and roll gets Booker going downhill fast. Jerebko is in the wrong position. No foul called on this in-air collision, but when it's your night, it's your night. And he wasn't done, folks. This was a similar play to the backdoor from the Dudley low post, but this time, after his curl to the basket was well defended, he reads it and uses the same screen as a pin down. Great footwork to get into the shot on the catch in rhythm, and this is pretty. Still gunning for 70, Booker pushes it and the refs have to call it when Crowder gets a little too handsy. Of course, they try Isaiah Thomas on him at the end to see what he can do, and he is forced to foul on the jumper. It got a little bit over the top when the Suns decided to take the foul to get the ball back a couple of times in the last minute. But all of the plus 70 scoring games had this happen, so to me, it's a bit of a shrug. And to seal in his practice, he goes back down to the post, gets fouled, and gets to 70 from the free throw line. So there you have it, sports fans. Devin Booker goes into the history books as the youngest player to get to 70. And let's hope he rides this performance into an even better year next year as he inches closer to my prediction that one of these days, just like the other 3 who got to 70, he'll be an all-star. Sports fans, don't miss me and Coach Dave doing Facebook Live pregame, halftime, and postgame shows during the Cavs-Spurs game this Monday, March 27th. We'll be hosting it on the Cavs Nation Facebook page, so head over there and join us. You in?